Moses, Cleveland, way back in 1796. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. One step away from a Super Bowl, and certainly defensively a huge key. They got to take him out of the passing game.
So to do that, they've decided to take their best cover guy to put on him. And the reason they want to do that, limit his opportunities, because they don't think the rest of the receivers can beat them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
No. Check. Patriot!
First carry for Nick Chubb. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Malone. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield now on second down. Steps it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game at the end.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Lavonte David. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side by Hilton. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on first down. And some space here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Martinez. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Martinez. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Mayfield being chased out left. Incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Martinez now to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Martinez. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll running right through it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Martinez on first down. Buying time to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Martinez. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. To throw, Mayfield. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set!
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
1st down, Mayfield. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Looking to throw. Martinez. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Martinez on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Christian Kirksey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Martinez. Off play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Martinez now looking to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They run with Pumphrey, and he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They got another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Leopard! Leopard!
They come out, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns get a score closer.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen, because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
To throw is Martinez. To throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.